Willpower. Good evening, Arlene, Lenny, Amy, Jen, Terry. Let's start with some backwards arm circles. Diane, my mom is in the house. Christina, Linda, welcome on our trial pass. Crushing it. James here. Kama, Janae, Christine, Kelsey. Willpower. Take a few deep breaths. This class is meant to fill your emotional and physical bucket. This is a class different than any other class out there. As you know, if you've taken willpower, this is where I began my fitness journey some 9 or so years ago, and it's what made me fall in love with fitness and the emotional side of the exercise too, right? How much it does for our mind and our mental well-being. So we have a special little format tonight. Let's just stretch our toes. The important part of willpower is our feet and our ankles. This is a functional fitness class. This is about building stability from the feet and ankles, and that's going to transfer all the way up the body. So simply lifting your toes. You're doing toe lifts. Press them down. Lift them up. Press them down. And as you press them down, I want you to start to grip the floor, and this is going to do a couple things. It's going to dome this arch, which is going to make that a stronger structure, right? Think about that arch is holding your entire body up. I'm pretty sure you want a strong arch, right? And then it's going to activate your core. So we lift, and then we grip. Maybe you use your arms, lift, pull it in, lift it up. Is that Val in the house? Amanda, hello. Miley. Carolyn, I say hello to you. My Tuesday night crew. 3, 2, 1 more. Hold those toes up. Give them some space. Spread them out. Even in the summertime, even if we're wearing flip-flops, we're still kind of gripping our toes together. Give those toes some space. Take a deep breath here. Let something go. We're going to dive into willpower 30 and 30 style. So we're going to do 30 different willpower moves. And along with that theme, I have 30. I said I was going to go over all 30 in any one class, but I think it'll be really good for this class. 30 steps to progress. So with that, put the toes down, lift it up. Step number 1. I'm going to give you 30 different tips. I don't want you to try to implement all 30 tips tomorrow. I want you to hear or listen 1 or 2 things that it's going to resonate with you that you want to work on, and I'll get to it. First one, where'd my time go? We have the release. We're going to reach up really strong, and then you're going to bend the knees, allow yourself to release. So we've got 50 seconds of each tip coming our way, and I'll go through my take on each tip, the ones, my sense of them, and I hope you leave this class. You better leave this class feeling better than you walked in here. This is a beautiful, sweet release. When we don't let things go, when we hold on to things too long, that turns into stress and sickness and illness and pent-up feelings, right? So it's hard to release. I get it. I am a very go, go, go all the time, get things done, fix things type of person. Your tip number 1, and this is more relevant in the morning classes, but it is wake up early. How you start your day is the start to this next shot at life today, right? So start those days, if you can, nice and early. I do appreciate an evening workout. It definitely helps you decompress from the day. Keep going. You got a full 50 seconds here. Release. Nice. Angie's in the house. Jamie, Margaret. So we're going over 30 tips. 3, 2, 1. We're about to get into cardio. We're still warming up. All right, some lateral flexion. I talked about functional fitness. That's what willpower is about. So if you're not a morning person, and you don't have to be, maybe start, see if that changes. If you're having rough days, you only need to make changes if you need to make changes, right? If you're like, I sleep in and I'm doing everything else great, then keep sleeping in. But if you notice 2 more, take it to the other side. Something's off. Maybe start to try a strong morning routine. The next tip, and this is when I do my reading, read daily. Every single day. This has changed my life. I started this in the 100-day challenge back in February. 3 to 5 pages a day. Doesn't have to be hours of reading. 3, 2, 1. So that's tip number 2. Read something. Okay, we're going into squats. The famous willpower move. Sit low, stand high. Put something positive into your brain every single day. That comes from reading, not listening to podcasts, actually physically reading. Woo, down and up. And you guys can share your favorite tips too. Wait till I get through them all though, they're good. Some of you have read them all already. All right, every time that timer goes off. So that's part of my strong morning routine. I wake up, get a couple pages of reading in before anything else. Woo! And I didn't realize what a powerful, just simple little thing that would be. Okay, step it out, right foot. You're stepping. I want to break out into Elsa every time I say this, but it's true. This is what the forward lunge to the unknown. Every day, I was working with my life coach today, Melanie Clark, who I've shared with some of you. Oh man, did I need her. And she was like, stop trying to control everything. Let it be, right? Let go. If anything is being taught to us right now, it is that there is much we don't have control over, and that's hard for a lot of us. 3. So something you can't control, your workouts, your health. This next one, eating well. So important, what you feed your body. So tip number 3, what you feed your body is directly what your body's gonna produce. All right, now we're heading into the lunge. Still into the unknown, but we're getting, look at, you can handle it. You've handled every unknown thrown at you in your life. Otherwise, you wouldn't be sitting here looking at me on screen working out. You've handled every single unknown. Don't you think your body deserves to be fed quality food, quality fuel, best you can? Woo! Step it out, step it in. Gorgeous, Jen. Carmen, that's good. You got it, Mom. Just move. Do what you can. Yes, Tanya, my beautiful friend. Terry, who else is coming in? Just breathe, feel your mind and your body connecting together. All right, the next 3, super important. 3, 2, 1. Hold it down and up. Willpower, lots of functional moves. This is a sneaky class. There's a few of you, maybe your first or second time. Talk to me in 2 days. I'm going to remind your body of muscles that you forgot it had until you take willpower. All right, next 3 tips. You heard in my morning class, a few of you that were there. They go together. Love yourself. Love yourself, that's hard. You're with yourself all the time, right? That's gonna come with a lot of different emotions, a lot of different highs and lows. How can you love yourself more? What is something? So those other things, eat well, wake up early. 2, 1, okay, turn that left knee, lift. Show up to your workouts. That's showing yourself, that's loving yourself. You're loving yourself enough to take care of yourself. I don't know if there's a better way to love on yourself than to challenge yourself physically and mentally. Awesome. Keep going. 23 of us on a Tuesday night. That is amazing. Linda, yes. Thank you. Yes. Sorry, Kama. Good questions. Feel free. So my front foot, I'll get to on the other side. Woo! 10 more seconds. So some balance. I'm trying to keep my front foot face forward, straight forward. We're in our parallel series. It's hard for me. You're going to notice all right, come back to the top. 1 more set of squats. This time I want you to pulse, 2, take it up. So your toes should be facing forward. I'm very turned out. I've been looking, here I am 9 years later, still really working on trying to keep my toes forward in the squat. 2, all right, next tip. We have judge less. And I talked about this a lot this morning. It's not our job to judge. And I didn't realize, you might think, oh, I don't really judge. Think about how you react to things. Notice throughout a day. I started today. Let me see what, and I'm like judging more than I ever realized. Not necessarily in a bad way, but so much energy is spent judging, and it's not your job. 2, 1, step it out, step it back in. So when you take away that energy that you spend judging, making opinions, I would do that, I wouldn't do that, you free yourself up a lot of that stress, right? A lot of that burden. So maybe that's the one tip I didn't realize, like, judge less. Which brings us in to, again, you're stepping forward. So as you step forward, your foot stays. You start to roll off of that back foot, step into the front foot. So you're pushing, step forward, step back. All right, and when you do those things, when you love yourself more, when you judge less, all right, now we hit the lunge. So I'm gonna lift my back heel as I step forward. Make sure your weight does not come to this front knee. The forward lunge is the one that gives people the most trouble. Keep your weight centered. It comes to my front heel. So a little key is to keep those toes lifted so that weight doesn't come to your knee. All right, be yourself. I am pretty darn good at that one. It takes years of showing up. Be yourself. You were given this gift here on earth of being you. Not one other person shares that. Don't try to fit somebody's mold. You are you and need to be you unapologetically because you're a good person, right? The VFit, yes, nice Lemmy. Val, beautiful Tanya. So again, don't try to fit anybody else's mold. Don't judge them. Love yourself. Be yourself. Otherwise, you're wasting that gift you were given because there's nobody else that's going to take that thought of being you. 3. Woo! 2, try to keep that foot forward. 1, hold it out. Okay, the back heel lifts here. We come down and up, down and up. My back knee slightly turned out. Woo, 30. This is going to give me a run for my money. I should have done 15 tips and had to come back next week. All right, next tip, we're on to number 7. So we're on move 7, beautiful Margaret. You guys know I talk about this all the time. Set goals. Don't just haphazardly go through life without goals. Otherwise, you're not going to be yourself. You're not going to live up to your potential. Your goals are going to be different at every season of life, right? Maybe your goals at some points are all about family, friends, relationships, some point in your career. Hopefully, a good balance. I have it in front of me every day. Every week I write out my goals. I have, oops, that's health insurance for the kids. The other one's right up here. So, writing things down. If you, Janelle's been to my house, I write so many things and I have them in front of me to look at. But simplify it. You don't need 100 goals. 5 is a good number. 5 is a good number. Okay, turn that right leg. So I'll remind you, because at some point you're going to listen to me. Might be today, it might be in 3 years. 5 things every day you want to accomplish. It could be the smallest thing. Getting outside, reading 5 pages, drinking your water. Write those things down. You can write the same thing every day until it's a habit. And then you want to write 5 monthly goals. And I would start there. I wouldn't even think past weekly, daily, weekly, and monthly. I would write 5 goals every day, 5 goals for the whole week. So your daily goals have to get you to that weekly goal. And then your weekly goals get you to the monthly goal, right? You're not going to go from day 1 to that monthly goal. How do we break it into little bite-sized pieces? Which is the next one. So these ones go together. 1, whoo, together. Plan your day. Plan your day, not every day. I like to have a couple days where fly by the seat of my pants, sometimes on the weekends. But for the most part, decision fatigue is the real deal, right? Have you ever got to dinner time and you have to decide what to make and you like throw a hissy fit because you don't want to decide, nothing sounds good, all that stuff, right? It's because you've made so many other little decisions all day long that one last decision is just too much. So plan, do as many things to take off. I like called batch planning, like get your clothes out for the next day, get your coffee ready, get your water. How many things can you get done? 5 or 10 minutes, get it all done. 3, 2, 1, now narrow squat. Woo! Throwing a lot at you tonight, team. You've got this. move to move. The beautiful thing with willpower, we always do the same. It's not always like this, but you're getting the same moves in this class, so you're going to get good at that. It's a little overwhelming at first. It feels like a lot, but we're trying to hit every area of the muscles. Beautiful, Linda. Angie, good to see you at night. All right. All right, next two. I'm behind one. We would have a positive attitude. That was one of our affirmations last week. Who else said that like 8,000 times and keep saying it? I may not have control over the situation, but I have control over my attitude. That was on repeat in my brain last week. Heels up, same thing, but keep the heels up this time. Slide down, woo, slide up. So a little more balance into the ball of our foot. Try to keep your legs together. There you go, awesome, Mom. Nice comma. Yes, Diane. And then I said it so many times, and I'll need to repeat it. It's not like it just imprinted and I'm like this happy, everything's perfect person, but it did. It changed my mindset by repeating that, reminding myself. Can't control a lot of those things outside. Can control what's right up in here. And have purpose. Wake up each day. That's why Mondays are so important. They give you purpose to your week. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're done with our turnout series. We've got 50 seconds. We've got 50 seconds of lateral hops here, or grab a sip of water. Step side to side. We're 10 moves in. We're on number 11. Let me see if I'm way behind, but that's okay. We might not get through all 30. My timer says we're on move 17. Keep going. We're going to move into our turnout series. I think I took the Post-it note down for the next one, but there was a couple weeks ago, I was on a coaching call with my business team. Again, teams are going to help you. They're going to be there to pick you up, push you, help you when you need it, right? And 2, 1. Okay, we're going to take this left foot. My right foot's turned out. I'm going to curtsy, lift, curtsy, lift. It is humid here. I'm like dripping sweat. Humid for California standards. Nice, Caroline. Beautiful, Amanda. So the next tip for progress, right? Progress isn't making you a perfect person. You are a work in progress. That's part of you being you. Find inspiration every day. Find inspiration every day. And that comes from reading, who you're surrounded with, maybe your religious faith, right? Find inspiration every single day. Even if it's just one quote. Start each day with a grateful heart. Look, you can put stuff in your house. Here we go. Standing side crunch. Standing side crunch. Yes, Arlene. So a little bit of it, it's like our brain is a sponge, right? The more of the good stuff we put in, it's going to hold on to that. And I know a lot of people that are like, I was not a positive person by nature. I don't think anyone is. It's trained. You got to be trained. You got to continue to train that. Woo! So find inspiration. Be around inspiring people, right? Woo! I bet you I can ask this team, give me your favorite inspirational quote. Feel free to do that. Come up to the chat box. And you all would have something positive and uplifting to say. I probably wouldn't even have to say inspirational. I'd say, give me your favorite quote, and you guys would all have something positive. 1, that's the type of people you are. Here we go, side lunge. And that doesn't mean it's always easy, like down, push it up. I want you to come all the way up onto this right leg. So side lunge, hips come back. And you don't need to go as deep as me. Some of you might go a little bit deeper. This is your journey, your workout. Yes, beautiful, Tanya with the arms. Coming in, bow. Yeah, Terry. Woo, beautiful, Amanda. Jen, straighten it up at the top. Again, believe in yourself. 10, 9, 8, 7. Next one. Talked about loving yourself. Woo! Hold it up. There's a lot for a willpower class. Usually we can go on about one of these. Step it back. I want you to hold for a second. We're in this strong power pose. The arms come up, the shoulders relax. Now you can stay here, or you can take it open to the left. Try not to move your legs, move your lower body. There, push. So open, come back to center. Open. So I'm trying to stay through this crescent lunge. Beautiful, yes. Come, a nice, beautiful opening there. Nice, Mom, Arlene. Two, you are freezing, Val. 2, 1. Okay, front leg. You know the power knee. Boom, bring it in, bring it out. What I've said so far, repeat. 1, we've gone through 12. So you don't need to remember all 12. I only want a couple to stick. Or one of those things we've talked about, one of those steps to progress. Repeat it to yourself right now. I'm definitely not going to get through all 30, so you will have to come back next week. Here we go. Nice, come on, get it. Jamie, beautiful. Diane, boom. 4, 3, 2, 1, hold it. Freeze. 3, 2. That's Sarah coming in. Good evening, Sarah. All right, curtsy, lift. So, love others. Be able to give love, right? As much as the more you love yourself, though, I think that goes hand in hand with loving others, judging less. I love these because they cross over. You can't really have one without some of the others. Hey, Sarah. Awesome. Ellie, I don't know if it's got your audio. You got it, Linda. Good balance. The good thing, my son, I told you I'm getting my kids to do like 5 or 10 minutes of work a day, trying to like recondition me. And my son was, what letter? The lowercase a. He was trying, he's 5. 2, 1, hold it up.
You've already started already?
This is willpower still, Sarah. Join us.
Oh.
Sculpt starts in 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Go, honey, don't be sorry, honey. So he was drawing his A, and he was getting so frustrated. It's funny how, different letters are tougher, just like anything. We all have different strengths and weaknesses. And he was like getting really mad. And I'm always trying to explain, like, things are tough at first, right? That's how we get better. We're not born good at much. We've got to work for it. And that's what makes it an even better journey. Let's go 3 more, 2 more, 1. And also brings it back to reminding us not to do everything for everyone. Teaching somebody is so much more powerful than doing it for them. And it might be easier to do it for them, right? I find myself all the time, oh, I could just clean this up. I can do this. And that's not helping anyone in the long term. I like that saying, right? Feed a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, he'll eat for a lifetime. Boom. Take it down. Take it up. Okay, we're gonna go through a couple more. We're getting there, team. We're almost there. Next one. So these are a little bit more during the career stage of your life. Network. And save money. Even though you can't take it with you, you gotta save a little bit, have some security. That's just a step towards progress. All right, I'm not about to give any financial advice here. That's not my mojo. Hold it. I did just open a savings account though, because again, you need to have that motivation, that side. Here we go. My own savings account, like take it to the side, take it to the front at your own pace. All right. Maybe some of these aren't as fun as the others, but they'll allow you to have more fun. I always say that. Ooh, these next 2 are good. Automate, delegate. Automate, delegate. We can do a whole class on that. Automate, delegate. You may think you're the best at doing something. It can't be done any other way. You might as well do it. But go back to teaching, delegate. Allow others to help you out, even if they don't do it perfectly. 3, 2, 1, power knee. Let's go.
I'm in the right class.
Bring it out. What's there?
I'm in the right class.
Yep, stick around. 5 minutes you have.
5 minutes, rats.
But join us. Start right now.
Okay.
Start right now. Get yourself warmed up. That's 5 extra minutes of exercise you're going to get.
Okay.
Okay. You guys all, and then we'll head right, there's no break, so we're heading right into sculpt and stretch. All right, let's go. Let's go. Keep going. So what can you automate in your life too? I love that because that's what I talked about, that planning. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're almost there. We're trying the right foot out. It's kind of that stance you take for the curtsy, the diamond plie. Woo! Down and up. Lift yourself up. You're low. This one's a little bit awkward. We're not used to, but again, we want to work all the muscles. So what can you automate? Nice, awesome. Jane, Janae, Christine, Christina. We got 2 screens. I know Miley was here. Chloe's back in the house. And by automate, that's what I said, that batch planning. Like every night I put on my workout clothes. I have the coffee ready, my water poured, like automating those things so that when I wake up in the morning, I'm not like, oh my God, I have to do all of that before I work out. I'm just gonna go back to bed. How do you make things easier? Squeeze at the top. 4. Come on, couple more. 3, 2, 1 more. 1. Whoo, nice. Yes, ABB. Switch it out in the bathing suit. Turn the left knee. I love all these fresh faces at VFit, getting a taste of the magic. And this is pure magic, showing up to improve your mental, physical, emotional well-being. You do that through movement, through team. Nice. You got it. So we're almost there. Awesome. Angie, Jamie, looking good. Margaret, here, come on, pull yourselves up. Sometimes you got to push it. Pull it up a little more. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going to stretch a little. Go ahead. Actually, before we stretch, this one will be good. Everyone did really good. Turn the toes out. Widen up the stance. Hands to your thighs. Right. Left. Okay, I'm going to pick just one more. I'm going to look at the list and pick one more that's speaking to me. I posted this image in the group earlier this week on Facebook, our member group. When I thought it was from Val, this connection wasn't good and had to pop off. I'm going to pick one more. Ooh, here's a good one. Think big. And that can be overwhelming. Think big. You're capable of anything you want, anything you believe. There's no dream, wish, desire too big. And even if you don't get there, you're allowed to dream big, think big, play big, show up big. You get this one chance here, this one short life. Fill it with purpose and passion and people and experiences. So think big. Ooh, a couple more. 5, 4. You're strong. You're stealthy. You got to do those other things to think big, right? You're not going to be able to think big if you're not taking care of yourself. 3. Oh man, those legs. 2, 1. Whoo. Turn the toes forward. Big arms. Reach behind the back. Interlace. So we're going to head right into sculpt and stretch. This is a wonderful hour if you have it. 20 minutes of strength work, 10 minutes of glorious stretching, and just a reminder, mindful moments with Sherry and Steph if you're doing that program. 6:45. Oh. And just come here, and I invite you to close your eyes. It's easier to tune in when we kind of take out the outside world. Close your eyes. We went through about 15, 16. What are 1 or 2 things you heard tonight that you're going to work on? You can't work on 30 things at once. You can't work on 17 things at once. So 1 or 2 things. And then come back up. Take a big inhale. We're going to go right into sculpt and stretch. Thank yourself. Remember, this is your treat, your reward. You made it. You got to do this today. What an amazing gift. All right, so go ahead. All right, we're on, Sarah. You ready? So we're transitioning into sculpt and stretch. And honestly, if anyone's early to the class, late, you guys know at VFit, you show up when you can, where you can. You do what you can with what you got. Lisa's in the house. Ellie, Lindy, Jan, Emily, Virio's here. I love it. Whew, I am sweaty. All right, we're gonna get strong. We're gonna work some compound movement. It was funny because Maria and I were asked to do an article today or submit some pieces for an article on compound movement and the importance of compound movement. And at first, like, that is just everything that we do at VFit, right? Like working the body as one. But we'll be doing some of those moves that we submitted in our article. Hopefully it gets chosen. All right, let's go ahead. Step punch, step punch, step punch. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording. You can head over to the sculpt and stretch recording. We're heading into round 2 of tonight. Yes?